About 27, 28 years ago at church, these two friends came in and shared what is called freezer meal cooking with our moms. It was our moms group. And my girlfriend Maria and I got very serious about it, and we purchased this 30-day gourmet cookbook. So this is ancient. You can see it's falling apart. I've got so many things stuffed in here. Things are stained, written all over. But boy, did that cookbook serve us well. While I lived near my friend Maria, when we each had three little children, and we started before we had three. We would grocery shop in bulk, and we would come together and we would assemble all these freezer meals. And it was really game changing. And I moved away from Maria, and she kept doing it on her own, and I did it on my own for years and years. It really, until I was an empty nester, because the concept behind it is, if I'm going to make lasagna, I'll make 4 pans of lasagna, and you prep all the food. So you brown the beef, you mix all the cheeses together, you mix the beef with the sauce, and then you get your lasagna noodles, the uncooked kind, and you layer them in your baking dishes. You do them in disposable aluminum pans, you layer them, so everything's perfectly assembled. You put a press and seal on them, put them in 2-gallon Ziploc bags, put the baking instructions on them. Everything is done. You stick them in the freezer. And then what's so game changing about this is when you go to cook them, you just pull them out of the freezer, thaw them out, and stick them in the oven, or you can even stick them right to the oven. And what was so wonderful when I was home with all my children was we were incredibly busy. Everybody was active. Everybody was in sports, different activities. We had church activities. We had music. We had so many things going on. So when I cooked like this, all I had to do was any little side dishes, or for a while I had a bread machine. I would make bread. I would make dessert for the kids and things like that. But it was so easy, and the cleanup was so easy, and it just saved tons and tons of time. And I haven't done it in quite a while because I'm an empty nester now. So now Scott and I, we subscribe to Purple Carrot. It's a plant-based food delivery company. We get 2 meals a week. He gets enough to make 4, and that pretty much covers us all week long. We have 2 different meals that we eat on all week long. We might be able to do something 1 or 2 other nights if we go out, or maybe we want to cook something different. But our lives have changed dramatically. So I want to, first of all, encourage any young moms out there that are just overwhelmed and scrambling to research, because this was all that I could find back then. But now if you Google freezer meals, there are so many great healthy options to freezer cooking. But it will save you so much time, so much stress. It was such a wonderful, wonderful thing that I did. I taught so many other moms how to do this. I actually then spoke on it at different church events. With my last company that I worked with, I did freezer meal workshops where I would give everyone grocery lists. They would go buy their groceries. I provided the seasonings and sauces, and we assembled all the meals together. How much fun that was. I did that for several years. But now that, like I said, I'm an empty nester, I just never get the chance to do that anymore. So in preparing for Easter, my brother-in-law and husband requested lasagna, and I have a really great recipe that I used to do, and I thought maybe I can make it even a little healthier when I go to make it this time. So I used my old freezer meal recipe for it, and I'll share a couple pictures and videos with you. But it's so wonderful because now that's made. My sister-in-law is making salad. I'm going to do some roasted broccoli. She's bringing dessert. I'm going to make some sourdough bread, and there we go. Easter's done, and it really won't be stressful at all. And I'm all about managing stress, folks. And if we can do it, especially in a healthy way, I just encourage you to do it. So make sure, if this is something in an area that you struggle, just get on and Google and YouTube and look up healthy freezer meals. And it is one of those things where it's a hard day of work when you're prepping all the food. I mean, when I used to do this with my friend Maria, we would do like 50 pounds of ground beef. I mean, it was crazy. So it's a long day of prepping all your food and assembling everything. But oh my gosh, when I tell you how grateful and thankful I was every single day. I'd go to the freezer, pull something out. I'm not kidding you. So check it out, Google it, let me know what you find out. If you've got any great recipes to share, if you have any questions, let me know and I'll be happy to guide you in the right direction. But it has saved me so much grief. It has been such a joy, and also really nice to have meals on hand. If someone had a baby or someone was sick or having surgery or there was a death in the family, I could pull out a handmade meal ready to go and gift it to someone with zero stress. So like I said, all about managing the stress. Let me know if you have any questions. So here is the recipe that I used. I started off by sauteing onions and garlic and some seasonings together and a little bit of olive oil. I then, in a separate bowl, mixed all of my cheeses together and seasonings. Then I browned my organic Wagyu beef, and then I started assembling the lasagna, put them in baking dishes, wrapped them up, and stuck them in the freezer, ready to go.